From submerged tourist cities and abandoned castles to magnificent places hidden in mountains and forests, these are 9 strange, abandoned places around the world. Number 9. The Chateau Miranda. Location: Belgium. We start off our journey in the Ardennes region of Belgium, where you can find this hauntingly beautiful castle. Construction began in 1866 and it was commissioned by the Liedekerke de Beaufort family. After the French Revolution, the family decided to move from its old home, the Vevey Castle. Chateau Miranda actually looks like quite the upgrade from their previous home. The family occupied the castle until Nazis took it over in their last offensive campaign of the war, the Battle of the Bulge. After the war, the castle was turned into an orphanage and a holiday camp for sick children, which is pretty cool. But that did not last long either. By 1991, the orphanage shut down due to high maintenance costs. At that point, many organizations offered to rejuvenate the chateau, but the family declined. Rumor has it that in October of 2016, the demolition of the castle was approved, and soon enough, this eerie structure will be completely erased from Earth. Number 8. Villa Epecuén. Location: Argentina. What started off as a tourist village in the 1920s grew into a sizable town for its area. Villa Epecuén was located near the wonderful lake Epecuén, and many people from the nearby Buenos Aires vacationed there. The town experienced healthy growth and a quick rise in popularity. By the 70s, it had a population of around 5,000 people and 25,000 tourists visited yearly. Unfortunately, due to heavy increases in rainfall and the rare occurrence of a seiche, or a standing wave, the dam and the dike protecting the village from the lake broke. The water levels kept rising and reached a peak of 35 feet. The amount of water proved catastrophic and the town was quickly abandoned. Penned as Argentina's loneliest man, Pablo Novak was the only person to ever return and live in the town. The last article I found on him was from 2015, and there are no news of his situation right now. Number 7. The Castle of Merle. Location: France. Hidden deep in the Amazon rainforest. Never mind. Hidden deep in France's countryside lies an abandoned 14th century castle. At its height, the Castle of Merle was a place owned by 7 noblemen, sporting its own village, 7 castles, and 2 chapels. The castles were heavily attacked during the 100 Years' War in 1371, and in 1574, another group occupied the castle, but also abandoned it after realizing they didn't want to spend their life in the middle of nowhere. Well, it was a bit more than that. The castle had lost its influential location for the fence of a nearby trade route. Nowadays, the Castle of Merle has been turned into a tourist destination by the local government. The area is still as authentic as it was 300 years ago, and no flashy renovation projects are popping up anytime soon. Number 6. The Coco Palms Resort. Location: Hawaii. What could have been better advertisement for your resort than a movie by Elvis? As this tacky downtown Las Vegas sign reads, "Elvis slept here," it's safe to assume a similar one was found at the Coco Palms Resort in Hawaii. Originally opened in 1953, the resort grew substantially, going from 24 rooms to 416. All of its success can be mostly attributed to the genius manager Grace Guslander. She applied a form of mythical advertising for the location, claiming that the koi ponds around the hotel were once the royal koi ponds of Kauai rulers. She also got famous people to plant coconut trees in a replenishment ritual. Sadly, the resort suffered immense damage from Hurricane Iniki in 1992. For the next 25 years, the hotel was abandoned and left to the elements. In late 2016, demolition plans for the resort were initiated. Number 5. The Vance Creek Bridge. Location: Washington State. Ask and you shall receive. Noel, there are awesome abandoned places all over the map. You just have to find them. Vance Creek Bridge is one of those places. There are no road signs, there are no travel guides, there are no gift shops. Well, that's how things were before the explosion of social media. What was once a local secret became an overnight sensation since everyone wanted a selfie on that Pacific Northwest bridge. Just a short backstory, the bridge was built in the 1920s by the Simpson Investment Company and was instrumental in the transportation of lumber from the area. Actually, the railroad spanned hundreds of miles throughout the Olympic Peninsula in its heyday. The bridge has suffered a lot in the last few years. Many of the wood boards are missing, the metal underneath is covered in graffiti, and of course, there's tons of garbage thrown into the river below. It's sad to say, but sometimes amazing places can be ruined by too many visitors. However, not all is lost. The surrounding area is still breathtaking, the bridge is still standing, and the sky has not fallen. Yet. But beware, it is all private property and they have beefed up security. Number 4. The Sarajevo Olympic Village. Location: Bosnia and Herzegovina. In 1984, Sarajevo was the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which was under control by communist Yugoslavia, and it was also the site of the first Winter Olympic Games to be hosted in a communist country. The official mascot was Vuchko, a playful wolf, and almost everything went smoothly. Things didn't go so smoothly in 1992 when Bosnia and Herzegovina declared independence from Yugoslavia. Sarajevo suffered the longest occupation of a capital city in modern warfare times, and for 1,425 days, it was used as a battleground between opposing forces. The Olympic Village was not spared. On the contrary, many parts of it were used for ammunition storage and defense. There is stories of people still finding landmines in the area. Some of the land that was part of the Winter Village has been turned into a graveyard commemorating all the people who lost their lives during the bloody conflict. Number 3. Fort Carroll. Location: Maryland. At number 3 on our list, we have Fort Carroll, an artificial island built near Baltimore, Maryland. The project was finished in 1847, and the fort became instrumental in the defense system of Northeast seaports. Fort Carroll was upgraded periodically, but by 1950, it was rendered useless. In 1958, the fort was purchased for $10,000 with the intentions of opening a casino on it. The plans were never materialized, and the only occupants for the last 60 or so years have been various animals and the occasional urban explorer. Number 2. The Dhanushkodi Church. Location: India. It seems like almost every place in India is tied to a legendary epic tale. The Pamban Island is no exception. Dhanushkodi is a deserted town on the southern tip of the island, and in the Hindu epic Ramayana, it was described as the starting point of the bridge connecting India to Sri Lanka. Perhaps the most interesting part of the whole town is the church. It was built around 300 years ago by the Portuguese. The town was a bustling community until its destruction by the 1964 Rameshwaram cyclone that hit the area. In December of 2016, heavy rainfall caused a big part of the remaining wall to crumble. Many visitors describe the place as serene and a must-visit for any adventurer. As always, before we jump into number 1, a little shout out to you all, the awesome viewers. Thanks, Justin. Really appreciate the support. Hope you love this video as well. And if you all have suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Yoga Dork, the next video coming up will definitely deal with creepy historical locations. Stay tuned. Now for the honorable mentions. First up, we have the Prabhogad Fort, a majestic location high up in the mountains of India. It was used for defense, and it was also a system for early warning of enemy military movement in the area. Next, we'll travel to Italy for the catastrophic Gleno Dam. It's actually astounding how fast this dam failed. It only took 40 days from the time of its completion in 1923. The remains of the dam have been greatly preserved and is definitely a must-visit place in the area. And finally, let's explore the Satsop nuclear power plant. Half of the project was completed, and the other half only managed to reach around 76% completion. The area gained popularity as a filming location after Transformers: Age of Extinction used it for a scene. Number 1. The Asi-Turgan Observatory. Location: Kazakhstan. It is impossible not to notice the massive influence of the USSR in the design of this rundown space observatory. Located in seriously the middle of nowhere Kazakhstan, the Asi-Turgan Observatory is half abandoned and half operational. The site was supposed to have 2 big telescopes spying on the night sky, but only one was ever installed. The other one has been under construction for the past few decades. The situation is a bit murky, and the sources I have found for this information are questionable. It is almost like this is I don't want to say it, but top secret military operation pretending to be a dilapidated observatory. Most people that have the chance to visit the beautiful mountainside around the observatory have mentioned that the place is still strictly off limits and there are security guards and guard dogs that are not afraid to yell or bark at you. So, space observatory or something more? I'd love to hear what you think, so comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe to World on Earth for more amazing content.